6th. At first glance, he appears every bit the king of the African savanna. The first sign of trouble is almost impossible to notice. Something hidden beneath his mane refuses to let him rest. He searches desperately for relief. Even the rough bark cannot reach the enemy beneath. Deep inside his heavy mane, thousands of tiny parasites feed without pause. Thousands feed unnoticed. For weeks, he has wandered across a land hardened by drought. Every journey brings new dangers hidden within the grass.
The parasites do not hunt, they simply wait. Patient hunters need only one passing host.
One by one, they climb aboard. Each encounter adds another silent burden. Their numbers multiply with every passing day. What begins as a few parasites soon becomes a relentless invasion. Individually, each tick takes only a drop of blood. Together, they slowly weaken a king. Sometimes the smallest enemies steal the greatest strength. Even an apex predator cannot ignore a burden carried every hour of every day. The lion still patrols the edges of his territory, but each journey grows shorter. Even routine becomes exhausting under a burden that never rests. The irritation becomes impossible to ignore. Some enemies cannot be reached, no matter how powerful the hunter. Repeated scratching leaves fresh wounds beneath the mane. The smallest wounds can become dangerous in the wild. Around him, the African savanna follows its timeless rhythm. The struggle of one predator changes nothing for the wilderness around him. Zebras and wildebeests continue their endless search for food and water. Every species follows the ancient rhythm of survival. Towering giraffes browse high above the grasslands. Life flourishes wherever balance is maintained. As another sweltering afternoon unfolds, the lion reaches a shrinking waterhole. Water offers relief. The buffalo are not alone. Tiny birds perform a task few other creatures can. Their sharp eyes search for parasites hidden beneath thick hides. Every successful search benefits both hunter and host. One bird notices the weary lion resting nearby. Without knowing it, the exhausted lion is about to meet one of nature's smallest healers. One courageous bird leaves the safety of the herd. Curiosity overcomes caution. The oxpecker studies every movement before making its decision. Satisfied, the bird makes its move. Satisfied, the bird makes its move. A partnership begins without a single sound. Hidden deep beneath the mane, the search begins. The first parasite is gone. For the first time in weeks, the irritation begins to fade. Relief arrives one tiny bite at a time. The unusual sight attracts the attention of the flock. Soon, one bird becomes many. Each bird searches a different part of the lion's body. Every hidden corner is carefully inspected. One by one, the parasites disappear. Nature's smallest workers achieve what strength alone cannot. The restless scratching begins to fade. For the first time, stillness replaces discomfort. Against an enemy too small to fight alone, the balance has finally begun to change. A new morning arrives, revealing a lion changed by a night of unexpected heat. The parasites remain. For the first time in weeks, his body moves without constant interruption. Small moments of comfort become signs of survival. A partnership built on survival continues with every sunrise. Neither creature gives without receiving. The lion begins reclaiming the routines that define his kingdom. The king begins walking like a king once again. The hesitation that once followed every step begins to disappear. Energy once stolen by tiny parasites now returns. In the wild, survival is not a battle fought alone. It is a story written together. Their work with the lion is almost complete. The partnership was temporary. but its impact was lasting. In the wild, survival is never achieved alone, because sometimes the smallest lives create the greatest changes. With his strength restored, the lion returns to the role he was born to play. The predator that nearly faded into exhaustion begins to rise again. His senses, once distracted by discomfort, are focused once more. The smallest distractions no longer control him. Across the plains, other animals sense the return of an old danger. A healthy predator helps maintain the rhythm of life. A lion's greatest strength is not only his power, but his place among others. After weeks of isolation, he returns to his family. The next generation knows only the lion who came home. Strength means protecting what comes after you. When one animal recovers, the entire ecosystem continues its natural flow. Balance is created through countless unseen connections. The tiny birds continue their ancient mission across the plains. Small helpers create powerful changes. Long before helping the lion, these birds served Africa's giants. Nature repeats its solutions across generations. The lion stands once again as guardian of his land. The king has returned. As darkness covers the plains, the savanna reveals a different world. The struggle that once followed him is now only a memory. Every boundary tells a story of survival. His presence is announced, once again. But the wild never stops testing those who survive. Survival demands more than recovery. It demands strength. The oxpeckers never belong to one animal alone. Their mission continues wherever parasites threaten balance. The smallest creatures often hold the greatest influence. Balance is created by countless unseen partnerships. The place where his weakness was discovered becomes a symbol of recovery. The battlefield has become a place of peace. No promises were made, no loyalty was required. Only survival connected them, and that was enough. Across Africa, this story repeats countless times. Every creature has a role in keeping nature alive. In the African wilderness, even the mightiest depend on the smallest, because in nature, survival is not written by strength. Weeks have passed since the silent battle beneath his mane, and the lion has entered a new chapter of survival. A lion's greatest responsibility is not ruling alone, but protecting those who depend on him. Every lion carries the knowledge of survival forward. The lessons of survival are written through experience. The savanna changes again, bringing new challenges with every season. The cycle begins again, but this time, he is ready. And across the plains, the smallest helpers continue their ancient work. Their work never ends, because nature never stops changing. Another animal struggles. Another partnership begins. The story of one lion reflects a truth across the entire wilderness. Years may pass, but the land remembers those who survive. A true king is not defined by power alone. Every creature is connected by threads we rarely see. The smallest actions can shape the survival of giants. The sun sets once again over the land where a silent battle was won. Because in nature, survival is not a battle fought alone. It is a story written together.